Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using Python programming language. The program must accept R cross C integer matrix and integer K and D as our input and print the sum of the elements of the first occurring K cross K matrix where each integer in that submatrix has the first digit as D. If there is no such submatrix, then you have to print -1. First R cross C integer matrix and integer K and D, and print the sum of the elements of the first occurring K cross K matrix where each integer in that submatrix has the first digit as D. If there is no such submatrix, means you have to print -1. Now let us consider for our test case. This is an 4 cross 5 integer matrix, and here K is 2 and D is 5. Now we have to search for 2 cross 2 submatrix. Now let us consider in this matrix, and D is 5, so all the digits should start with 5. So this submatrix is not correct. It starts with 1 and so on. And in this submatrix, it is also not correct. And next one, this is also no. And next one, this is also no. Next one, this is also no. Here also no. And in this submatrix, all the elements starts with 5. So we have to print the sum of this matrix. "52, 51, 55, 53, all the elements starts with 5, so the output will be the sum of this submatrix, which is nothing but 211. Now let us consider for our second test case. This is the matrix of size 4 cross 7 and integer K is equal to 4 and D is equal to 8. So first 4 cross 4 submatrix, here there is no all the elements starting with 8. So next 4 cross 4 submatrix, further on, here no elements are starting with 8, so there is no any submatrix having all elements starting with 8, so -1 will be printed as our output. Now let us see the pseudocode for this program. First we will get the input integers R and C, and then another input, that is R cross C integer matrix, and another input which is nothing but integer K and D. Now let us have a for loop for iterating over the rows and columns. For row 0 to row of r minus k plus 1. Similarly for the columns, for call 0 to call of c minus k plus 1. Now let us have two variables here. So row starts from 0 to r minus k plus 1, and the variables are sum of submat which is initially assigned as 0 and another variable called flag. Let us assign both the variables as 0, and after assigning, now we have to run a for loop for iterating over the submatrix. So for S row, which is row 2, S row of row plus k, and for S call, which ranges from call to S call of call plus k. Now we will just add the current element to the sum of submat. So sum of submat plus equal to matrix of S row S call. Now after adding current element, you have to check the condition whether all the elements in the submatrix starts with D. Now let us have the flag variable as 1 here, and for checking the element in the first element in the submatrix having integer D or not. So let us convert the matrix to str of matrix of row call of index 0, and finally you have to use int here for comparing, which is not equal to string of matrix of row call. We will convert it to int, so which is not equal to D means we will assign flag as 0, and after this for loop, if flag means, that is flag equal to 1 means, we have to print the sum of submat and exit the program. And the last line we have to print -1 if there is no any submatrix found or sum of submat is printed, means this statement will exit the program. So we are printing -1 at the last if there is no submatrix found means.